I made it to the Lapoint camp in Ericeira. It's located about 2 hours away from Lisbon. If you haven't seen the first part of this Portugal trip that started in Lisbon, I'm going to link it above. Otherwise, let's check into my room and take a look at this beautiful place. I'll be staying in the surf camp for a full week, but it's actually used to be a super trendy disco place back in the 80s and 90s. Oh wait, let's go back to where I heard this story from.
It's very bad to end with the discos. And
This is Ricardo, my Uber driver. He was telling me that the camp is standing on the land of a super famous disco back in the days that used to drive a lot of local traffic from neighboring towns and connect people through dancing. He is partially sad that this romantic era is gone, and here's why.
the clubs, because the dance floor is one of is one of the unique places where the people can meet each other and touch each other. You know, for example, you met people in the cafe, you don't
Yes.
touch each other.
Yes.
But in disco, it's
Appropriate.
doesn't exist so many places now that you can have opportunity to meet people, dance with people,
Yes.
touch in the people.
Yes.
And this is very bad that if these things happen, because people are more, like you said, in the time of your parents, they met each other in a disco.
Yeah.
So it was normal to go out to meet people. Now it's normal to be in Facebook or Instagram to meet people and to imagine the people, because when you met people, of course that exist discos, exist bars, exist everything, but I'm 46 years old, so in my age, with 20 years, I came in Ericeira, like I told you, I drive like 30 kilometers to come in Sociedade Anónima, full of people until morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and after we go to the beach or things like that.
Yes.
But now these things doesn't exist. For example, this car parking was full of cars for Sociedade Anónima, that building, not this part, but that building.
Yeah.
It's one disco.
How you said again, Lapoint
Sociedade
is...
Anónima.
We kept the spirit of this place and had a big Portuguese Samba party at the end of the week, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'll show you a few clips from the camp and share why I'm here. I came to Ericeira to surf because surfing was something that I wanted to come back to eventually and experience again, to feel my body thriving in the water, catching the waves, and just be inside the ocean, laying on my board and reflecting on life. I wasn't sure if I can stand on the board again since I haven't surfed for about 8 years, as I live on the east coast of Canada now with no access to surfing, but I think I really embraced everything to the fullest and came out stronger after a week of surf. The session of surf in the parking lot, just sitting in a really quiet area to capture what I think. This city is really magical. I really love the vibe here. The waves could have been better. It's summer season, so if you really want to catch good waves, you need to wait for a long time in the water. and then try to really capture the feeling of what is you're trying to achieve with your surf. I didn't come with an intention to become, I don't know, top best surfer here in town, even though I have this tendency of try too hard, overachieve, pressure myself to the point where it's impossible anymore, and overcome those points. That's kind of part of my personality that I'm trying to tune down a little bit and try to just go with the flow, enjoy life, and not out of fear or pressure, or sometimes you need to let that personality of yours to sit somewhere in the corner and just let life flow, rest, and just enjoy life the way it is. Yeah, so it's been a while since I did such an adventure. It's been a while. My last adventure of this kind was back in Mexico about 8 months ago. It was not surfing, but it was a different kind of adventure, so my soul was craving to get something out, and yeah, it's just been really great, and I enjoy the season of my life. All right. I'm like in the middle of the... Hello. This is Sven. He's from Germany. Except from working with German law on a day-to-day, he's also surfing.
The eyes.
And let me introduce you to the rest of the stars. Oh wait, maybe we can do better. Here you go. This is James, aka the Great Toe. I'll tell that story later in the vlog. He's coming from the UK. Ilya is from Santa Cruz, California. He was teaching me skating earlier, which was quite challenging, but it actually helped me with my surfing. And Tina, my heart, also coming from the UK. She is a psychotherapist by day and jiu-jitsu fighter by night. I know, it was an unexpected twist for me too. Oh my god.
Ah, yes, relaxing.
Such a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it's heavenly. Those clouds.
When I don't start my days with mind-body practices, it could be yoga or simple breath work or just a stretch, I feel how my monkey mind takes over and I end up making decisions when I don't have access to my higher self. What does it mean to have access to a higher self? It means to me that I'm calm, I'm not worried about anything, and I'm unafraid. The thoughts and feelings may arise. I notice them and I write them down. I create space for acceptance of myself and the external world, and I think of what I value today. I move through the day in alignment with my highest intent. I make the conscious decision of how am I going to show up today. Am I going to give up to my agitations and be passive-aggressive towards the world? Or am I going to embrace empathy towards myself and create space for me to grow when I feel like I could have done better? Being judgmental towards self is an area that I've been working on for a while. I feel like the work is never complete, and it requires maintenance all the time. It can be hard, but the reward comes in a form of contentment and freedom. I feel glimpses of these feelings when I'm grounding myself, seated down on the mat, still and tall. I invite you to take a few breaths and think of what could be your highest intent today. I wrapped up my session and went to town to get some essentials and snacks and just browse for a little bit. But then on my walk there, I saw this hill where you could see this unreal view. And of course, I had to stop and climb over the little fence to get to the tip of the hill for the view. I can't with this ocean. Look at this. I'm standing on a cliff. And I'm using this mic because it's so windy in here. It's about 20 kilometers per hour wind. And I'm enjoying it so much. I never thought I'm gonna say, as a person who lived in Canada for the past 9 years, that I'm gonna enjoy wind so much on this surf trip that I put myself to. So I want to show you how beautiful is this town. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at the water. Yeah, and I was actually on my way to the town of Ericeira, the actual, well, can you say downtown? I don't know. Somewhere where people can hang out and just, get some groceries and shit. So we're trying to arrive right here on that hill. And it's gonna take about 20 minutes. Can you imagine that? But look at this water again. Oh my god, this is magic. And now for this portion here, I was not looking at what I was filming at all. I had to be super focused on the trail as one uncalculated move could totally send me rolling down this cliff. And we don't want that. So stress level was high, but I managed to make it out of there and even met some friends down the road. And those are my new friends, 3 chill and beautiful Portuguese goats. I think it was a family because Papa had to stand up at the end and give me the look. I think I interrupted their peace a little bit. But if you ever wondered how is it to be a Portuguese goat, this is how. I would say they live a pretty solid lifestyle with ocean view and they chew all day something. If I will be a goat in my next life, I would like to be a Portuguese goat if possible.
So, I was just trying to climb back up to the road because I still want to make it somewhere today. Went all the way up, close to the fence, but actually, I need to come back to the goats because I went off trail and now I cannot come back to the road. So yeah, here is the fence. It's down, so now I can peacefully jump somewhere here. And the goats are still here. Here they are, chilling. What a life, honestly. All right, so now we're making it back to the trail, and I think we're going back to the camp because don't have much time left, and I really want to stretch my legs. I got pretty tense while surfing. I surfed for 3 days in a row, and as a person who are coming from a country that the surfing culture is not as evolved, not really evolved at all, to be quite clear. I'm doing pretty well, but the body is not ready for the amount of effort I'm putting it through. So, and again, back to this view. I can't get enough of it. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Isn't it insane? Isn't it insane? Oh my god. Okay, let's get back to the trail. I'll see you later. We're passing by the place that's the beach that I surf with my group, and it's right here. This is the little piece of the beach that we all surf in. The waves are not too big, but for my level, they're enough to practice. A lot of people come from different countries, they have different levels, and I think the practicing makes things better.
I was telling you some more about surfing challenges because I'm obsessed now and cannot shut up about it. But now we made it to the beach. The plans for me to stretch and put my feet up was cancelled. And now Tina and I on the beach with the team to play some football before we head to dinner. The connections I form away from home are incredibly rare. When I don't need to fit into the picture of my own life somewhere where people know me, when I'm unafraid to be exposed for who I am, I feel like people open up and appreciate the time we spend together. I ended up having so many intimate conversations on this trip with humans that used to be strangers a couple of days ago, and now it feels like we knew each other a lifetime. I get the confirmation each time when I have those interactions with others that all humans crave deep connections. They want to be heard and understood and be free around others, free of judgments, and feel safe to be them. I woke up early in the morning before surfing today to take a walk on the beach, inhale the salty air, and take a minute to breathe and reflect on this week. I have to find moments like these in my days to just be alone and recharge. Otherwise, I feel like I'm straying with my thoughts and follow the people around me to places I don't necessarily want to belong to. It's hard to stay in my lane sometimes and do the things that awaken me the person I want to be. If I would sacrifice sleep yesterday, I wouldn't be here this morning, doing the inner work and playing with the morning light that can only happen in the AM. I spent an hour on the beach making self-portraits, playing around, creating visual memories that I will keep forever in my digital albums. Playing boosts creativity for me. It makes all the difference in the way I think and act. It's a muscle that I aim to grow daily for the well-being of my personal and professional life as a creative. And it just feels good to float with my ideas. It was a winery evening with new friends from the camp. This winery tour felt like we are visiting someone's home on a farm where they grow grapes and invite family and friends over for a few glasses of wine to share stories and laugh together. We were immediately greeted by this farm cat that is probably running this place.
Hello. So his problem is he's starting to get old and he has a lot of competition. So you will need to start to hide. Otherwise you will get in real trouble. You have dozens of cats. Much bigger than him.
What's his name?
Yeah, you see above his eye?
Yeah.
It's going down now, but his name?
Yes.
It's Ripinhas.
Ripinhas.
It means stripes. Yeah.
Any
other cats on the door? No.
Butt rubs. Oh.
I think that the other ones know that they don't belong. So.
This is Antonio, the heart and soul of this place. My first gently poured glass of Portuguese rosé was successfully inhaled and appreciated for its soft sweetness and cold temperature on this hot summer day. Sven was giving us a tutorial on how to inhale it correctly for extended pleasure. Then we sat for a few hours and snacked on some cheeses while enjoying a few more glasses, sharing stories and laughing. Exactly what we were meant to do here. Rob and I were laughing so hard because I can't understand shit of what he says. He's from Manchester. I should probably say Manchester. The accent was absolutely killing me, but in a good way.
The other story is that
Remember James? I introduced him to you earlier and promised to tell you the great toe story. So here's the tea. James went to get his big toenail removed. Sounds unpleasant, I agree. You have to do what you gotta do. He crushed it while surfing, so the nurse had to take it off completely. He was drinking away the pain, and we were providing some emotional support. But jokes aside, James took it so lightly that he went to surf the next day. And now we have a cool WhatsApp group name.
So yeah? Oh, you didn't film that.
It's all on camera.
So I'm back. I'm out of my wetsuit and just wanted to chill and relax and get ready for the night, and capture some moments. Like, fuck. I have so much excitement in my blood running, like full on. Let me find a chill space to sit down. All right. It's been hard filming because people are walking non-stop downstairs, but I went up to the bowl where everyone are skating and just wanted to take a minute for myself and breathe a second and acknowledge how much I could become better after I've been surfing for 5 days so far. Yesterday was a late day for us, so we didn't do any surfing. We were just chilling. Like people were drinking and just going here and there to town and back and just getting to know each other, because this camp is like, I don't know, I think we're like 100 people or maybe a little less. And everyone's like from different continents, from different cities, countries, and it's quite interesting how people talk, accents, how they think. It's been really wild and I love it. I wanted to talk about surfing. It's been 5 days for me since I came to this camp. I have not surfed for about 8 years. I know it's a long time. But I finally made it to a country, a city, where surf is so intense, and meeting actual surfers who compete and go all around the world. And just like they take it as their lifestyle, and it's just so amazing to see that. And I'm extremely fortunate. Something is biting my butt, but I'm extremely fortunate to be here. I think this trip will be forever in my heart. Also from the fact that I kind of embraced myself in a new situation. I didn't think my body could do in water what it did. The way I was catching waves was pretty intense. I was scared in my heart, but the arms were paddling and grabbing the water and then going up and then holding the wave all the way until the sand. Yeah, I'm like saying that out loud and being so, I'm proud, like a proud girl that didn't think something like this could be something that I will do daily. But I really like it, and now it makes me think that, you know, wherever you are in life, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be there forever. Things can happen, you travel, you meet people, you realize that you actually love a lot. Surfing.
I didn't like it quite much. When I lived in Israel, I was just like meh sport for me. I was more into like football and dancing, and well, dancing it's quite a sport, but still I was more like a land person. But then like seeing myself in the water just feels differently. I'm not scared of the water at all. I thought I would, like looking at this huge ocean and the waves and how far I've been going. But I was not scared, and I was quite amazed. Yeah. Maybe it's a new season of me moving to a new country. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, 5 days of surf, 5 days of pure magic. I'm going to town later today to the skate house. It's in town, so it's like approximately 3 kilometers away from where we stay. And yeah, I'm gonna meet a bunch of people, maybe have some beer finally. Yeah, I was not having too much alcohol while being in this camp, just because, you know, you want to wake up really early and have a good surf session, and you don't want to fuck up your day with alcohol and just, you know, being with a very heavy head on top of your shoulders. So yeah, it's been a very chill trip, really chill 5 days, and yeah, I'm already kind of sad that I have to leave like in 3 days, but I'm already thinking of ways how and when I can come back, either here to Portugal or somewhere else, to some other surf destination. I'm staying at Lapoint. Yeah, it's like this. It's my room card. And there are a bunch of other camps of Lapoint all over the world. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm actually staying by myself. Like, I've rented a room for myself, but I know most of the people here are staying with other people in the room, so they're either like an organized group, they came from the same country, but most of the people here actually came here alone, and that's quite impressive. I thought I'm gonna be like one of the single ladies here that's gonna just like chill, do yoga, and be on my own by myself, which I'm totally fine with. I'm super like I like my solitude, and I enjoy it so much that when it's interrupted, I sometimes feel like, oh, this is too much. So yeah, in this camp I felt that way quite a few times, but you know, like right now I'm sitting in like grass by myself. There's no one here, so you can find spots for yourself just to like be alone and stuff, or just like go to town and chill. But downstairs it's the pool area, and it's quite a party right now. People are holding beers at all times, which is kind of great, you know, for people who are into like more active living. I don't know. I have a friend, Jay, he would love it. Yeah, Jay, that's for you. You probably would really love that kind of situation when you hold your beer at all times. So, alright, so I'm gonna go take a shower, remove all the salt from my head, and go get ready. Alright, we'll chat soon. Cheers. It's the final night here at the camp. We are wrapping up this trip with a super warm samba night. I don't think I could be happier right now. I live to dance, and all that happens in the present moment, in this incredibly beautiful and warm place when I'm surrounded by so many amazing humans that bring light to this world.
Minhas pernas não puderem aguentar. Leva meu corpo junto com meu samba. Como é que é? Olha esse samba que é misto de maracatu.
Happy or sad, always dancing. Samba is my favorite Latin American dance, and Portugal definitely brought back all those memories from my childhood of how I used to love Latin dance as a little girl and still do. Some things in life just never change. I had so much fun filming this Ericeira trip. It feels that I was so present but still was able to capture some precious moments that will be a reminder forever that life can be so different if I won't block my own way and let life flow on its own terms sometimes. Tomorrow morning, I'm packing my stuff and heading to Porto to continue this adventure and see what's life brought for me next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.